Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willowbound Journals. This is the latest journal I would like to share with you guys. It is an embellished bird journal. We've got beautiful charms and lace on the edge of the journal here. Beautiful green rhinestone charm, owl, one of my last stamp tags that I made, a key charm and a tree. Got the lace matching down the spine, which I thought paired really well with these beautiful soft flowers, and gorgeous coloured birds on the cover. So I already have created a collection of bird journals earlier this year. There were 4, there are 3 left available in my Etsy, and those ones are unembellished. And so for my last bird journal, I wanted to just go all out, use all the things that I've been hoarding, my favorite things. And yeah, with my transition from journal making to book making, just trying to use up all the goodies now. So yeah, just adding some extra goodies at the front here, anything bird related. And then we've got gorgeous bird colouring in pages and book pages, the ones that I saved to last that I was hoarding, and bird themed ephemera all throughout. So we've got some stickers, a bird cage sticker with the gold foil, and tissue paper with the feathers that I decorated an envelope with. Got a bird postage stamp, bird vintage tea card, vintage playing card, absolutely gorgeous, love that one. Vintage vintage music paper, to kind with that theme of bird song. I love this too, the colouring in pages here with the black and white illustrations. And we've got vintage cards throughout, little ephemera and stickers. For those smaller pages, I wanted to include birds that are familiar to me and that I have a connection with. In Australia, the emu is just part of our part of being Australian, and cockatiels. As a kid, I grew up with friends having cockatiels, and we see them flying around. And budgies, I grew up with budgies as well. Quail, I've gone to different places throughout my childhood and seen quail. Love this beautiful card here, the gorgeous colours. Tried to choose all the images with the colours. Again, I save all my favourite bird images for last, and finally can part with them. And once I use everything else, like, okay, I can finally part with these. Doily, and we've got the envelope, a napkin envelope, one of my favourite napkins, so beautiful. These tags are made out of fabric that I have sewn onto manila folders, so you can journal on the back. But love the texture of the fabric, and we've got a gorgeous bird there. Not only do we have a bird, but we have a lovely blue butterfly, which kind of matches here, a bird and a butterfly. Some vellum, again with a gorgeous foil sticker, and a lovely bird image there. A whole range of different types of papers, coffee dye, coloured, marble, textured, all that kind of thing. And grid, and coloured as well to go with the sky. And some washi tape there, more vintage bird cards in these pockets. One of these bird images here, I just love this one because it has the flowers. Those are usually the ones I save to last, the ones that have flowers in the background, or the ones that have really striking, beautiful colours on their feathers. So finally put them all together in this journal. More lovely vintage cards, coffee dye page. Now, the brush turkey, got so many sentimental memories of this. Reminds me of my grandparents when I went to Queensland as a child. They had a brush turkey in their yard, and I would just watch the turkey doing its nest. How they scratched the bark and the leaves and everything. And I was just fascinated, and my grandparents were telling me all about it, and then we would just be sitting on the deck watching this brush turkey for days. And then other stories, but that's the main one, because I was like, what is that bird? I've never seen that bird before. Sentimental. I love, these personal stories and connections that journals can evoke, and that, I'm putting my stories in here, but that other people who see these journals will connect with what's in there too. And it's just really fun. Gorgeous image here again, a vellum pocket with an extra book page there, and bird picture. Now, of course, the peacock is like one of my favorite birds, and just yeah, if you heard my peacock story, then you know how that's also very sentimental. But even without that story, I've always just loved the peacock because it's just majestic, psychedelic. It's just a work of art. It's a masterpiece. Ostriches. When I was a kid, some family friends of ours had an ostrich farm. So just, yeah, all these connections. Love it. Kingfisher used to be my favourite bird. I mean, it could still be my favourite bird because it's blue. Just a gorgeous looking bird. Love this sticker here. Beautiful. Another vintage card there. So, oh, this one is actually sold. One of my beautiful patrons snapped this one up. But if you're interested in a bird journal, feel free to check out the other ones in my Etsy. I'll leave the link below in the description box. And yeah, so glad to finally have created this with all my favorite things and just using up all the goodies now as I transition from journal making to book making. This year, it's all about using up the things. And so, you know, I've made my last Granny Chic journals with that Granny Chic collection. There is one left of those in my Etsy. I've now completed all my bird journals. And this is for the foreseeable future. It could be forever, or it could just be till the end of the year. I'm not sure. But at the moment, yeah, I feel like I am transitioning from journal making to book making. And so this year, with that intention, with that current intention, I'm just using up all the things. And once it's gone, I'm not replacing them anymore. I'm not going to op shops anymore and buying things to replace anymore. So yeah, it's good to use them all and clear out space. And yeah, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So now it's fun ticking them off too. You know, I've done the Granny Chic. Now I can tick off the bird. I do need to tick off Edith Holden at some stage. I do need to and I have ticked off the sewing journals as well. Yes, no more going to op shops and getting sewing patterns. Yeah, I also want to tick off the vintage French and tick off the botanical and tick off the linen journals. And then once I've ticked everything off and cleared out my space, then I will see, do I still want to keep making journals or not? And I guess I won't know until then. But yeah, anyway, so that's why I say for the foreseeable future, these will be my last in each theme until I use the supplies all up. Anyway, guys, hope you are doing really, really well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. Special thank you to my beautiful patrons who supported me in January. If you would like to become a patron in February, and the link is down below, and that is where you get access to extra videos, all my printables, all my digital kits in my Etsy. There are post tiers, mail tiers, and journal tiers as well. There is a Marco Polo tier and just lots of fun stuff over there. There is also a link to all of my available courses down below in the description box. You can join those anytime for all of my Patreon and courses. They're monthly subscriptions that work just like Netflix or Spotify, and you're charged on the date that you sign up, and you can cancel anytime.